You have Hashimoto's, we'll just eat a low carb diet and it'll go away. So I'm all for good nutrition, absolutely. And I do the intermittent fasting like you. But I mean, I discovered Dr. Atkins in the late 90s. And when I developed Hashimoto's, it didn't matter because I gained weight and then I couldn't lose it. And it didn't matter how I was eating. So could you talk about that a little bit? Because I think there's a lot of conflicting information out there that may confuse, especially women, that may confuse a lot of women when they hear these things.
I will say the ketogenic diet, I hear a lot of people say it's not a forever. It's a place to get into ketosis and to
Mm.
maybe get there a minute we want to not burden the liver and the pancreas and our organs with this constant chewing and swallowing and eating, right? A friend of mine, he's 45 and he was the Calvin Klein, one of the Calvin Klein models. Like he's this beautiful man, fitness. And so he always says, well, to his wife, well, tell them they just all need to be on the ketogenic diet. And that's not true. Once a woman hits perimenopause, kind of all bets are off.
Yeah.
And the rules, you have to find what works for you. I will say you'll never go wrong eating whole foods, meaning you go to the outer perimeter of the grocery store.
Mhm.
There's nothing you really need on the inside of the grocery store. Now, there are a few products I do buy. I do buy tomato sauce sometimes, depending what time of year it is. Arkansas does have wonderful tomatoes. And I do buy rice because
Mhm.
I like having rice, and I use Ralston Family Farms because the sponsor of my podcast, but it's an Arkansas product. Arkansas is a huge one of the top rice growers in the world. So you kind of have to find what works for you, and that doesn't always mean the number on the scale, but how do you feel? How do you feel
Right.
when you eat? Like if you ate all veggies all the time, I am wondering then where are you getting some protein?
Right.
And if you say, well, I eat protein bars, then I start going,
Mm,
that's
no.
processed. Like that makes me
Yeah.
a little nervous. But I do have a client right now who's saying she's diabetic, she's type 2 diabetic, which 75% of this country is there
Very
or on
sad.
their way. And she said, so I'm eating a vegetarian, not vegan, a vegetarian diet. I go, what are you doing for protein? She told me last week she puts flaxseed in her morning, maybe yogurt, and she does so and so, and she said, "I get 42 grams of protein in the morning." I go, "Well, okay, if you are, I'm not the food police. I'm not here to
Right.
police what you eat. I'm just here to kind of guide you so that's a good fit." But then if you come to me and say, Dave Asprey's the one who said he felt great as a vegan at first, and he said
Mhm.
then all of a sudden he woke up and severe hair loss, severe anemia, I mean, all these things. He was like, "That may not be the right one for me," but it got him off fast foods and packaged foods. So
Right.
if you can turn the corner and stay away from fast foods and packaged foods, that's a huge step. And then from there, go to your local farmer's market. We're recording this in a time where every
Mhm.
farmer's market's gonna have a bounty. Do you know you're helping local families feed their families
Yes.
by going there and tip them $5 this week? Because they're not making anything, guys. They are
Yeah.
broke. I mean, most of
No,
them,
and
right?
they're dealing with a lot of
So
stress too
that's
with the
right.
government and everything.
That's
Yes.
right. So tariffs, there are things that affect them. So go to your
Yes.
local farmer's market. There's often at ours, there's always a meat vendor too, and so
Mhm.
I have a pork farm, a pork dealer. I call them my dealers. I need pager numbers. I have my beef person. I have a team of people, and then I take it, I buy it, I put it in my freezer. Now the obviously fruits and vegetables are perishable, so I can go once a week, get what I need. I sadly I don't eat a lot. I don't eat fruits and vegetables out of season for sure because I try to eat as much locally as possible. But I mean, people ask, "What about fiber?" I really don't need any, so don't ask me about fiber, I don't need it, and I'm alive. I know that I probably have something if I had a colonoscopy, they'd find something and go, "Oh, you don't eat fiber." And then I might run and eat some fiber, but until then, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Because 'cause I'm
Same
doing
here.
what works for me.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. This is so individualized. That's one thing I've learned. And so I feel like it's great to listen to podcasts, but if you really want to optimize your own health, work with somebody like you. Like work with somebody who's going to guide you and personalize things for you because we're all different. There's bio individuality. I mean,
That's
that's
right.